Ob stürmt oder schneit und die Sonne uns sagt, der Tag lebe heiß oder eiskalt die Nacht.
Hey folks, we are back for a new Let's Play Combat Mission Fortress Italy, and I'm getting texted by Jello. What a deal. So we're playing Ari. She's got it set up. It's a small battle. We're talking like platoon against platoon type size. So it's called Venafro, Back into Hell. Now I played in the town of Venafro before. There's other module scenarios that play in there. So this is the first time I've played this, so I'm not really familiar with it. And holy cow, my phone is blowing up. So here's the situation. It is November 17th. 3 days ago, Hopman, that would be me, I led a picked combat force of 28 men and a forward observation team back into Venafro under cover of bad weather. For 2 days, I've harassed the American supply lines from within the ruins of the shattered town. My mission, however, changed last night. An American half-track apparently took a wrong turn and stumbled into my forces. My men took the vehicle under fire, destroying it and killing 3 occupants. Information recovered from the wreck and the 2 survivors includes intel for an upcoming offensive. It is critical that this intel makes it back to our intelligence services. It would be best if the Americans did not know we had obtained it. My patrol's been preparing to withdraw, and the light rain has enhanced my chances. My men have left a few nasty surprises for the Americans in the way of booby traps, and it is time to go. Unfortunately, the Americans have dispatched a combat patrol that has cut off my escape route. Oh, by the way, I changed all the you and yours to me and mine because I was reading it, so I thought it sounded better. Mission. Your objectives are to prevent the Americans from investigating the half-track or finding the survivors and get the FO past the American patrol. The FO has been given the enemy intel to carry, not being particularly combat capable. The 2 Americans are wounded and unable to be moved. Somehow, you must balance stopping the combat patrol while also trying to slip the FO team past them. Your FO must make it back to friendly lines with the intel. Friendly forces. Your unit is made up of scout teams equipped with a lot of MP40s, giving me significant advantage of short-range firepower. It also includes a number of sniper teams, hopefully to keep the AMIs, which is Americans, what Germans called Americans, wary and pinned. I'll also have a small amount of material for booby traps. I will place them wisely. Enemy forces. The American force appears to be about platoon strength. That is a significant amount of firepower. It's quite a bit bigger than mine. Plan. Prevent the Americans from reaching the half-track or survivors and have the FO return to our lines with the captured intel. Notes. The Germans have a tough objective. The intent is for the FO to be the unit that needs to reach that point. It was an exit location, but that altered things too much. The Axis player would be penalized if they exit the FO and no one else as they are busy defending against American combat patrol. The German player also has 2 minefields to place as booby traps. There are a couple locations to choose from. Unfortunately, I can't place them in a building. So it looks like it's going to be a total of 280-point battle. Small battle, guys. Destroy U.S. units up to 180 points. Escape and evade touch. 100 points. Okay, so tactical map. Okay, see I'm coming in town. There's going to be a half-track here. The survivors here. So I'm going to have to secure the survivors because I bet you they don't move. I don't know if they move or not. Secure the half-track. Probably lay some, lay some mines down here. And then escape the FO at least out. And I'm not sure, I mean, I could do the whole big flank thing, but that really delays things. And whereas I'll probably kind of push up the middle, and this will get me killed because I'll be doing it too much. Designer notes. This scenario started as an attempt to see what could be done with the tools at hand to make an urban battleground map. It was simply a sandbox. Once the map was done, however, it was just crying out to see combat and evolved into a sandbox for AI plans. As a scenario, its goal is to bring to the forefront small unit action and team-level decisions to immerse the player in that each individual troop of their force is doing. It is purely infantry on an infantry battle. The truck is added to provide the allied player with extra ammo. Use it. Suppressive fire, recon by fire, whatever you got to do to achieve your objectives. Ammo should not be a problem. The map is meant to be a mess. There is mud, buildings, debris, sections of wall, puddles of water, etc., all making long movement paths hazardous. The rule here is to use very short waypoints to try and ensure your troops follow the path you intend. Not doing so will be deadly. Line of sight, line of fire is complicated, and you're subject to short-range firefights with little notice. The AI is designed to be active and aggressive. Each German team is an independent group. AI and all 5 AI plans are used. The differences are sometimes subtle to try to make replay value high. There are a small number of mines available to the German side as booby traps, and they're distributed in different locations depending on the AI plan. The Allied AI isn't quite as specific, with the whole squads being the smallest AI group. However, they start dividing into teams, allowing the AI to use assault commands. The lack of clearly defined victory locations is deliberate. Your objectives are not easily defined areas. For the Americans, you need to find something. It wouldn't do much good if you knew where it was at the start. Unfortunately, objectives can't be changed with AI plans, so after the first playthrough, you will likely know what your terrain objectives are. You still need to clear the enemy, however. For the Germans, you have 2 somewhat contradictory objectives. Keep the Americans from rescuing the survivors, and get the FAO to touch objective, and keep the team alive. For head-to-head play, there is some ability to vary German players' situation. For the AI plans, there are setup zones distributed throughout the town to allow for varying setup. Players should agree on the extent to which a German player can take advantage of that pre-positioning, or if the German player should stick with the main setup zone on their end of the map. The German FO is a critical unit for both sides. They are the ones carrying the intel that both sides want to secure. The Germans need to preserve the unit and get it to the location designated for it to exit. It is not an actual exit. That would create a different kind of battle and undermine the Germany's side ability to focus on the fight. For the Americans, they need to be taken out. Hope you enjoy. Esberg. Excellent. Let's take a look at the map, guys. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, see, now I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Okay, so maybe I need to get down here. Oh, see, I love small maps and the idea of very small teams. So here I am. Let's get up a little higher. The survivors are in here, so I always hate the top down, so we're gonna just kind of stay at the 3/4 view, I think. So we got the 3 dead Americans. Where's my mouse? 3 dead Americans. The building with the 2 survivors. Maybe I can try and plant some booby traps for them. We got the half track. Oh no, it's the Opel Blitz. Where's the half track? I assume that was the half track, because it said it was in front of that. So let's take a look closer. Okay, we got Stug, but I'm not seeing... Am I missing a half track somewhere? Do I not know where the half track is? Because I'm assuming they don't mean that. Or is it right... It's probably... The problem is it's probably right in front of me. And I'm just not seeing it. Oh, and I'm colorblind too, so that's probably not going to do me much good here as well. Wait. Nope, SPW. That's not their half track though. Okay guys, what I'm going to assume is where it says 3 dead, that's where the half track is. That's the actual point, because it's green. I think it's green. So I'm assuming that's what I need to do. Okay, so we're looking back. Now I got to figure out where I can start my guys up from. So nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out where the setup for me is, because I'm colorblind. It's really hard for me to figure out the boundaries of things. So I will see you guys in a few minutes or for you a few seconds while I figure this out. Okay guys, here's kind of the plan. I figured out how to set my booby traps. We got one there because I think she's going to come in. She might be able to hit that area. And then one here. And the reason I figured here is since this is the survivor area, if she pushes fully, I wonder if I should put it... I don't see anywhere else over here that might count as a place to place it. So, meanwhile, down here, we've kind of broken up into 3 little areas. Well, the biggest chunk is going to go left here. So, like, if you look, you see I'm making my move because we got to secure the survivors. We're gonna move, like, the machine gun will move up behind that wall. Once again, small waypoints. I'm kind of taking the advice. I suspect I'll be adjusting the waypoints next turn. We have the forward observers going to hold right here. They're going to wait and see what people draw out. Meanwhile, we're going to have one little command group go into that building. We're going to have this one go out to the side to make sure she's not going to just immediately, like, run down the flank. We have a sniper. He's moving over here as well because he's going to get up in here and start sniping. And the whole idea is to have the snipers kind of distract her if I can. Meanwhile, oh, can I go over to the middle? Will that work? Hello? Is there... Oh, we had a computer problem for a second there. So like here, you'll see I'm going to go up to here. I'm slowly moving up here. And what this will do, while most of my stuff's on the left flank, like my targets, I want to make her kind of come this direction. I don't want her to realize that everything's funneling. So we're going to move him up here, up to this building to figure out what we're going to do. Move him up to this building, and they can use it as cover and kind of look at what they're doing. Meanwhile, the sniper is going to go up to the top floor here and get a good lookout to get some shots. This sniper is going to hit here to keep an eye out. At this point, I'm going to decide if I want to send a couple of my guys over here to pull her off, to make her come after me. That might be what I do. I haven't fully decided the best way. Like, they're going to stay here as they see everybody else move up. So that is my plan. It's kind of a off the cuff, kind of out of my ass plan. But we're going to secure the survivors. I'm assuming that the site they want me to protect will be here, and I'm assuming they don't have an actual half track, because then Ari would know what to look for. That's what I'm assuming. All right, folks, that's it. Let's see what happens next time. This is going to be fun. This game, this scenario is exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly. Very small unit. I want to kind of zoom in on my guys. You know, maybe write, have ideas. I used to write stories based on games that we'd play before. Maybe we'll do it with this as well. Okay, folks, I'll see you next turn. All right, we are back for the Venafro, Venafro Patrol. I can never remember the name of it. So we're going to get ready. I'm going to see what's moving. Oh, so just a clarification. I realize that while I could place the booby traps out there, I could also place my infantry, and even said, I have the option of going that far out if we negotiated. I didn't negotiate that with Ari to begin with, so I did not feel it would be fair for me to follow up by placing troops out in the middle there and taking advantage of that. So that's why all my troops are started in the beginning zone. So let's see if anything happened this turn. I suspect this will be a quick game, though. Well, it's an hour, but I suspect we'll engage fairly soon. It's a small map. Urban warfare is always brutal. Always, always. See, we're doing good, looking good. Everybody's looking so good. Kind of quiet. You guys were hiding out. I see her. What, did you really have to run? Yeah, I should have done it small moves. Small moves in order to not run around the outside of the building. That was stupid. Oh, yep, there's the half track. I was right. Okay, so we're 21 seconds. Wow, still got 21 seconds left. I'm surprised. Okay, we got a spot. Oh, it's knocked out. Good. That kind of scared me for a second. Oh, already in that building. Excellent. So let me turn around, take a quick look from the other side, because I want to be able to see what I'm looking at. Ooh, I'm kind of pukey when I do that. So let's go back. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys. So really quick, we're going to hold off here. You know what? We're gonna wait until we see whatever's going on over here, wherever she's moved, then we'll adjust where my guy is gonna go. However, for the rest of them, we're gonna move him up to this building to kind of keep her from being able to flank there. He's gonna stay here to guard down the street and watch. Both the machine gunner and the sniper are gonna go up to the top floor of the forward building so they can kind of rain down death if they see anything. This sniper will stay here. Actually has a pretty good, like if you look, I have a pretty good line of sight, like straight down. I can get, oh, well, okay, this looks really horrible. He's going up to the third floor. For some reason, it looked better when I first, oh, there we go. So like some of it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, we'll go up. However, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here and kind of guard this flank. We're gonna move this sniper up to this building. And as support, we're gonna move this little scout team up to the building behind it to make sure she doesn't run up behind it. We're gonna kind of play it by ear. I'm spreading out just so maybe I can draw her away. That's kind of my hope. Draw her maybe towards here. Then maybe just run up the side of the road and get out of here. That would be awesome. Okay, folks, I will see you next time. We'll see what's going on. Oh, we have confirmed. If you look straight down, there is the half track. That's the half track we have to defend. What's going to happen is I'm going to eventually start moving these guys up to maybe this building. I haven't decided. Maybe not. We'll think about it. I will talk to you folks later. Hey, we are back at Venafro, and let's see what she has been up to. Ari is such a brutal opponent sometimes. Let's see what she's been doing. Once again, small units. We're just moving up slowly, trying to secure areas, so when I see her, I can engage and keep her away from the survivors that are here. Although, maybe she's moving slow enough that it won't matter. I have seen no sign of her yet. That's not necessarily a bad thing, guys. Or it could be a really bad thing, actually. You never can tell how these things are. Yeah, no sign of her. Are you guys going into the building? What are you doing? I told you to go into a building. There we go. There we go. Up into buildings. Set up our crossfire. Well, there's really not a lot of crossfire, but there'll be a little bit of crossfire. And then once again, my spotters are down here. No sign of her. What is she doing? Okay, let me take a quick look, folks. I'm going to see what I can find here. Okay, guys, so nothing has happened. They're still all in the process of moving up to upper floors, as you can see here. And you can see my sniper, I think, might be okay. Oh, no, yeah, he's okay. But if we go over here, I have my little scout that's going to flank them. They're not done moving. So we are not going to command any additional movements, except this command unit's going to go into that building. Everything else is going to hold until I see her, because I don't want to push any farther. Because you guys are still going up, right? Yeah, okay. So everybody's looking good. Okay, I will see you guys next turn.